I'm so loud. I'll ever get that loud. I feel like I don't know my whole self yet, but I bring in what I have, and that's good enough for me. My name is Skye Webster. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana, and I currently live in Washington, D.C. I would describe myself as talkative, funny sometimes, hardworking, and bright. There's so many things I want to do, and it's like maybe it's not necessarily a person who did not everything I want to do, or even like parts of what I want to work on. So I don't really like to like look towards other people's story, because I figured that maybe in the future, maybe my story will be different, completely different, and like maybe I'll be that role model somebody needs, like, oh, she did so many things. So I don't really have somebody who I'm like, oh, I want to be like them. A couple memories that bring me a lot of joy are graduating from high school. That was like the first time I experienced tears of joy, and I was like super excited. And winning the science fair at my middle school in the 8th grade, because that's when it felt like I found something that was really driving my purpose to where I wanted to be. My science fair project was on laser communication, audio transmission. So I set up 2 lasers to see if like the signal would be stronger from up close or far away. But I did so many tests. I think I worked on that science fair project for like 3 months straight. And it was like after a really hard time in middle school. And I was like, oh yeah, this is like safe space, learning all this cool stuff, like engineering. I was like, this is it. The most impactful advice I've ever received is be undeniable. Came from my teacher, and back in the 8th grade, right before I presented my science fair project, I was having like a really rough day, and like he like wrote it down on a sticky note and like just handed it to me right before I went in to present. And I think I was like crying, and he was just like, be undeniable. No one can ever tell you like you don't know what you're doing, or no one can ever tell you you're not good at what you're doing, because you're being undeniable. Most impactful event. Coming back to DC after my first year of college. It was so much that was going on. It wasn't even like, it was more than just what was happening at home, and it was more than what was happening back in Norfolk. It was just like a lot was going on. I knew it was like so much self-building that had to be done. And I knew it was going to be so, I just knew when I came home, I was like, this is going to be work. Like, this is not your first year of college. And it was impactful because I just knew, even though I was back where I started, I didn't feel like I was back where I started. Just felt like I had to make something new in a city where I basically was running away from. I had to come back and just make something out of it. Sometimes I think about, like, if I was in Indiana, I was like, oh, I would have been like a caged bird or something. Or probably I wouldn't even think like that, because I would have been in Indiana my whole life and just be like, this is life. But that is the most impactful, because it was a culture shock, and it was very different, and definitely shaped a lot the way I think moving here. So I'm most nervous, anxious, scared, excited, all that for the future, because I just don't know what it holds for me. I don't know what's in store, but that's the exciting part too. It's not always like nervous and anxiousness. I feel like I have some people telling me like, oh my gosh, I could just tell in the future you're gonna be something great. And I'm like, I wanna see. Like, I wanna see what y'all see. So it's like, show me what y'all looking at, because I wanna see that too. I'm really curious to see what beliefs I might have, or how my moral compass might shift. Because I see, like, being by myself, that's like something I had to focus on. I was like, what are my morals? What do I even believe in? Like, you got people feeding you what you should believe in, and it's like, I want to see in the future, like, those actually become something like, because right now it's just curiosity. Now it's just like, oh, I want to see what this is about, and this is about, and da, 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 da. And it's like, in the future, I just want to see the final. I do love myself, and I know this because I take time for myself. I know this because I wasn't doing it before. You know that you love yourself when before you realize you were doing very unloving things to yourself. And it's like once you change that and once you switch over, it's like I definitely feel like I have a new profound love for myself. Just fake it till you make it, because you never know when that faking it till you made it is going to actually make you like make it. Even if you wake up every morning you're just not feeling it, be like, it's going to be a great day. You don't got to believe it, but you can say it out loud. Sometimes you just need to hear it. Sometimes you got to be the person to tell you that so you can hear it. Be like, I need to hear it from somebody, but you may not have somebody around to tell you that. Fake it till you make it. If I could have any special power, I would love to teleport. It's something that I thought about. Like, in those moments of daydreaming, I'm like, oh my gosh, it'd be so cool to teleport. Because I don't have to buy plane tickets. I'm like, I could teleport to the other side of the world, something like that. Or rob a bank. Just casual things, you know, the huge. Favorite song right now is Electric Lady by Janelle Monáe, because I like Janelle Monáe. She's fire. Like, she's speaking that truth, so I like her. But not with these serious questions. Just gotta get it how you can. Oh.